Yo, what's going on, guys? Boy Pods again, bringing a whole new video. So this video today, I'm going to be showing you guys my competitive class setups. And before I start, thank you guys so much for 4,000 views on YouTube. Seems like only a few months ago, I think. Um, God, I want to say it was either in the summer or right before summer, I hit 3,000 views. So to get 1,000 views in less than 3 or 2 months is rather awesome. So thank you guys so much for that. So let's hop right into the video. So first things first, my first page here, it's going to be my respawn classes. Now this is after the battle patch. And apparently they nerfed the HBR, which I did not know the HBR had a problem. Personally for me, the HBR was rather very underpowered as far as rate of fire goes. You were only lucky enough to win a gunfight against a battle, in my opinion, if that guy was looking at you. But anyway, so right here we have the ASM1. And I point out that pretty much my perk 1 is going to change in variation slightly, but my perk 3s are always going to be the same. So I won't be really going over my perks unless I find it's important. Now my ASM1, I'm using a primary gunfighter on this particular class that has red dot, quick draw, and stock. Now I find red dot works really well on this gun because I don't really like how they did the iron sights on most of these guns in this game. They're kind of weird for me to aim down personally, so I tend to use red dot on all my guns, except for the bow. I really only have 1 or 2 classes with the red dot on the bow. And I like quick draw on this. Technically, you don't really need it, but I put it on there because I feel more comfortable with quick draw. That's just my personal opinion. It also has stock. Now, another thing on here that's a bit different is that I have secondary. The Gretsch is a 2-burst pistol. Reminds me a lot of the BR-23 from Black Ops 2, although it's not a 4-burst. Not as powerful as that pistol is in that Call of Duty, but it could help you win a gunfight or help your teammates when you weaken an opponent once you run out of ammo. So it's kind of like a last resort kind of thing, but it works. And on this one, I'm running 2 extra abilities of Overclock and Trophy System. Now, the reason why I have Trophy on here, this is pretty much my in the hardpoint kind of classes, mostly for hardpoint. Although I can use this if I wanted to in Capture the Flag as a running class, although I wouldn't really recommend it because personally, I feel like you use something other than trophy, but it does work if you're trying to pick up a drop flag and pull it. But it's more likely to be used for hardpoint more than anything. This is my double stun. I feel like you should always have a double stun class in respawn. I preach this a lot to my teammates, and this is a bow, basic bow with your stock of quick draw, and you got flak jacket on this one with overclock to stun grenades like support and the Gretsch. It's a really good basic class, and it helps to clear out hardpoints, and also helps you on rotations for capture flag. Helps you get to the uplink, or sorry, the satellite and uplink rather. And so this is like an all 3 respawn game type kind of class right here. You can use that for all of them as you want to, and you can vice versa switch it out for frags, syntax, whatever. Next here is the Battle Trophy class with 1 frag. More or less, this is actually for getting cutoffs in CTF maps. What I normally do is I'm not running a flag, I'll tend to take one side of the map and like just post up, put on a trophy, and just demolish everything that comes in my way, and that's why I have the red down here to get a little more of a distance shot on my opponents. It have overcharge to make that trophy system last longer. It have, of course, have a frag grenade. Sorry, I do have a little bit of a cold, guys. But here's my ASM1 smoke class. So this is pretty much for all the game types again. It's decent at hardpoint, but it's really good in CTF because smoking out anywhere in CTF makes it a little bit harder for your opponents to find flags sometimes, especially in those maps that let's say like comeback. That's a lot of places you could dip and dodge into. Taking their line of sight away for just a few seconds can really help you out in the long run. So that's why I use this. And also, advanced rifling 1.0 for the ASM1 is not necessarily needed. I put it on this class for the reason that I just wanted to see how my shot was with the advanced rifling, because advanced rifling gives it more range. And personally, I might take it off later and add on either quick draw or just run stock and maybe add another smoke grenade, or a smoke grenade and a Gretsch, but I'm not quite sure yet. But as far as I can tell, my accuracy it's not been like that much more accurate with advanced rifling, so I might be staying that out. But if you guys want to try out your kind of like your mid-range shot game with the advanced rifling on your ASM1, go ahead and try it. It's pretty decent. It's better in pubs, I gotta say. It works really well in pubs. Not quite convinced on the whole competition as far competitive goes with this attachment. Next here we have my Battle Overclock class with the Slim Text. Now this one has 3 attachments. Now this is for all 3 game types again. This is kind of like for the support Slayer. We got stock withdrawal and extended mag. Now this is extended mags. Now there used to be a time where my double stun ran extended mags, and I would just drop the flat jacket and the Gretsch. But now I don't really run extended mags on all my guns pretty much anymore. So this is really my one when it has extended mags, but it's very super useful. So if you're kind of like a Slayer and you feel like you're using a lot of ammo, personally I think extended mags work out great for you because you don't have to keep your mind on keep reloading your weapon. And of course everybody uses the barrel, so it's easy to find ammo for your weapon. And this one's running overcharge again with the overclock and a Semtex for those kind of close quarter grenade fights. It's really easy to stick people in those games, in my opinion, so that's why I use it. Now next, my last page here is our S&D. Here's my normal bomb runner class. We got Exomute and overclock with the overcharged here. That's just to help me keep my Exomute for a little bit longer. As far as I know, overcharge does not help you with both your Exo abilities. I'm pretty sure it only helps with one. I could be wrong about that, but before the game was patched, I know it only helped with the second one, or the first one you put on rather, and not the second one. So that could be different now. I don't know. But I also ran the Gretsch on this, and S&D I feel like is more ideal around secondary and S&D because you're winning one-on-one gunfights most of the time, and having a secondary could help you win that one-on-one gunfight even more. Now, this is a cold-blooded battle class. Now I want to point out that this is actually this is pre-patch, so these classes have not really changed. But this one is running foregrip, which you do not need as far as I'm concerned. But you can run it, and I run it pretty much just for the hip fire factor with this gun because this gun has literally no hip fire anyways. And that's really all I use foregrip for is for the actually the hip fire. And this was it's pretty much to plant the bomb under cover of smoke or to fake out a bomb plant, and that's why I have cold-blooded here and the Exomute and 2 smokes. It's actually very effective. You'll be surprised how many people will stick to a bomb site once you smoke it out twice, and you can get that bomb plant off. It's easy on the side map, and also it's pretty good. So normally your teammates want to run one smoke. It's all sorts of fun because the other team's just gonna be so confused and really focused. It's almost just as bad as it was in Ghost, but it's really useful. It's really useful. Next we're gonna move to the Battle Overkill with Snipe. Now, personally, I don't like the thermal scope on any of the snipers in this game, but it's used for just more than me than just killing. I also use it to just scout out the area and call out individuals on your team. That's really the only reason I use thermal. Otherwise, I'll be using a normal scope with probably stock or ICU or a CPU scope or whatever that scope is called as the attachment. And then obviously I just have a bow for primary, and then cold-blooded so I don't counter snipe because most people in GBs and UMG use thermal. So using cold-blooded helps you out a little bit. And of course the stun grenade to get those, because this game stuns go so far, and you can double press X, and it's really useful because it helps you get an idea of where the enemy is. Now this shoddy class can actually be used on one of the respawn maps, and that's one respawn map, and that's Detroit. On the first hardpoint, that's probably the only time I ever used this class, and then I put it away. But mostly this is an S&D shoddy class. I use advanced rifling just for the distance on the hip fire, and obviously that's why the foregrips there. It doesn't shoot as crazy fast as the Ghost Bulldog did, but very still effective, super effective in my opinion. And actually, me was overcharged. This is so I can get around and just run with run with Exomute, sorry, and just get where I need to go a little bit with silence a little bit longer. And I also have the bow with stock, just a simple bow. And personally, I think that works out as a pretty good class myself. Now this is my last one. This is pretty much a basic defensive class for defensive rounds. Got your bow with quick draw, stock and foregrip, flat jacket, and you're actually using your frag grenade. Now personally, you can switch it out for a stun if you wanted to. I just run a frag just for the simplicity of it, and also it can be pretty useful clearing out a bomb site. Anyways, guys, this has been the end of my video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys have any questions on the classes and why I had them made the way they did, or why I use this on that, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, it's wintertime. I'm going to run like ASM1 on search. I probably will one day. If anything else, I probably will put it on my shoddy class. But as of right now, I'm not really planning on to. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for 4,000 views on YouTube. Peace, like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy Paul Sanchez, Wolfpack Nation.